Hello friends, welcome to the Military Observer JZ channel. Let's take a look at the situation on the battlefield between Russia and Ukraine on January 1, 2026. At the junction of northern Ukraine and Russia, Russia implemented the establishment of a buffer zone proposed by their top leader, and there are currently conflict places with territory gains and losses, in addition to the eastern part of Sumy. The northern and northeastern areas of Kharkiv and the other scattered ones are as below. In the direction of Khmelnytskyi, Chernikov, Ukraine, Russian occupies about 2 square kilometers. In the direction of Tietino in Kursk, Russia, the two conflict zones are about 25 square kilometers, and Russia occupies about 3 square kilometers of Sumy in this direction. In the direction of Demidovka, in the western part of Belgorod, Russia, the conflict zone is about 2 square kilometers, and Russian occupied about 1 square kilometer in Sumy in that direction. In the direction of Rybovsk in the southeast of Sumy, Ukraine, Russia occupied about 5 square kilometers and the conflict zone is about 1 square kilometer. In not far to the south, in the direction of Porozh, Belgorod, Russia, the conflict zone is about 25 square kilometers. In the direction of Zaporizhzhia in northern Kharkiv, Ukraine, Russia occupied about 5 square kilometers. In the end, the problem must be solved by defeating the Ukrainian independence forces, otherwise it will be like multiple bleeding wounds, containing and consuming the Russian troops and resources for a long time. In the eastern part of Sumy, Ukraine, about 5 brigades of the Russian airborne and navy of 18,000 people fought against about 16 brigades and 30,000 people of Ukrainian advancing about 4 square kilometers south and east of Oksiyevka. In the direction of Kupiansk in the northeast of Kharkiv, more than 30,000 people from about 17 brigades of Ukrainian fought against more than 20,000 people from about 6 brigades of the Russian 6th Army and the 1st Tank Corps, and broke into the Russian position of about 2 square kilometers in the north of the eastern sector, and the consequences of the absolute disadvantage of the Russian are still emerging. The Russian 6th Army repelled two attacks by the Ukrainian 92nd Assault Brigade in Neshivoladivka and Blahodativka in the western sector, and the Ukrainian lost 15 people and 2 pickups. In the direction of Konstantinivka in central and northern Donetsk, the Russian 3rd and 8th armies had about 10 brigades of about 35,000 people, fighting against Ukrainian about 10 brigades and 20,000 people, advancing about 2 square kilometers northeast of the Kleban BYK reservoir, narrowing the pocket-shaped encirclement, and after controlling the northern area, the south of the reservoir could be fully controlled. In the northeast of Zaporizhzhia, more than 30,000 Russian from about 9 brigades of the 5th, 35th and 36th armies fought against about 20,000 Ukrainian in about 10 brigades, advancing about 4 square kilometers west of Uliapol, approaching the eastern flank of Zaliznychne. In the north-central part of Zaporizhzhia, about 7 brigades of 25,000 Russian from the 58th Army and the 7th Air Assault Division fought against about 5 brigades and 10,000 Ukrainian. One part advancing about 1 square kilometer east of Bilohiria and the other part about 1 square kilometer west of Kupiansk. Overall, in the past day, Russian advanced about 12 square kilometers in many places. The Russian Ministry of Defense said that Ukrainian lost 1,335 soil deers. Ukrainian broke through Russian blockade in the northern part of the eastern district of Kupiansk, and the Ukrainian General Staff said that Russian lost 1,060 soldiers. The Russian Ministry of Defense provided evidence that the plan to behead the Russian top leader was thwarted. Ukraine took advantage of the excuse of Trump's meeting with Zelensky on December 28-29, 2025. Before the meeting, Trump called the Russian leader, asking him to wait until the meeting concluded before making another call, thereby keeping the Russian top leader in a certain place for several hours. When it was detected that the Russian leader was at the Novgorod presidential palace, 91 drones were launched in a concentrated attack. This plan not only used Trump to keep the Russian top leader in place, but also made use of the U.S. military's reconnaissance system. So it should be considered a joint United States and Ukraine operation.